It's week 12 of the NFL, and we'll see the Colts sure-handed wide receiver. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Colts and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Urban. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taken in at the 22. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Ramsey. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Delay of game, offense.
Just days ago, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Play action. Stroud now.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Oh, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Urban. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burke. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burke. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Urban. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
You look at this Colt defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burke. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Burke, and he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Urban. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need some.
And he will take it in for a Blanco touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Stroud looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Up the middle they go. It's Ramsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Right back to him on first down. Brought down at the 20.
Another carry for the running back. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
They'll keep it on the ground. Ramsey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Broncos 7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver's offense ready to go again.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing on first down. Urban. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Bates. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Stroud completes this out wide.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Broncos 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Urban. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll try the left side. It's Ramsey.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Ramsey.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burke. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Black block, check right, blue check, check pink.
They'll run on first down. Burke. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yeah.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the Colts 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Urban. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ramsey. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Ramsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
They'll try the left side. It's Ramsey, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Come on.
On 1st down, Copeland. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Stroud off the play fake.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Stroud sets up the play action.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Colts have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Looking to throw. Urban. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lawrence. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 58 yards.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a loss of 8.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Urban. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
To the sideline and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Stroud on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And the Colts first down.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Colts extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the gadget play gets them into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on third and long. Urban. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed